remember, I think it was last week, when from the White House press briefing podium, Caroline Leavitt announced that they were going to punish the Associated Press for not using the term Gulf of America as opposed to what it's called, Gulf of Mexico. A clear infringement of the First Amendment. They're punishing. It's not that they never were allowed into the Oval Office and then were suddenly allowed and then it went away. It's that they've always been there, a part of the White House press pool. And in order to justify this, then what they said was, we're going to handpick our own people that get to be in intimate spaces, as they called them, with the President of the United States. And we're learning now just who those groups are. Breitbart, for one, you're going to hear a question here. And it really goes to the chilling effect that Donald Trump and his administration and the policies that are having on the Constitution. The same Constitution that Republicans constantly bang on about. Again, I know I have this on my desk as a prop, but that's because Republicans use it as a prop. You'll see in committee hearings all the time, Republican congressmen pulling it out of their pocket. It's all frayed and tattered as though it's a well-worn Bible. Another thing they use as a prop. So yesterday in the Oval Office, Donald Trump, the end of the day, he's getting ready to jump on Air Force One and run to Mar-a-Lago to do some golfing or whatever he's going to do this weekend that's not work. And a reporter asked him a question. And this isn't the moment that I'm going to talk about here, but it really does give a fulsome picture of what is taking place. That a Breitbart reporter asks a softball, absolutely tease Donald Trump up for a question. Oh, how bad was it, sir, with tears in my eyes, that Democrats wouldn't applaud you at your speech? Oh, the horror. And Donald Trump praises him for the question. It really just does go to show that's the kind of journalist they want in the room. Those are the kind of questions they want for our Adderall-addled president. That his mind is just a furious, chaotic mess in there. Nothing's getting through. And then he goes off, as though all of these attacks on the First Amendment aren't enough. He goes on this anti-First Amendment rant about how Nicolle Wallace and Rachel Maddow over at MSNBC should be forced to resign because they're not talented or he doesn't like what they say. It's remarkable. This is a president of the United States, 1/3 of our government, a co-equal branch run by Donald Trump, and he is from the Oval Office of the White House, demonstrated his disrespect for free speech and the principles in the Constitution. Watch this remarkable moment.
Absolutely. Just as a follow-up, the other night, we saw Democrats' behavior during your joint address to Congress. Yeah. Do you think it shows just how out of touch they are with the American people, especially given that 79%, according to a CBS poll, approved of your speech?
I love this guy. Who are you with?
My name's Nick Gilbertson with Breitbart News.
I see. I really liked your questions.
Thank you very much, Mr.
Sir, regarding the executive order.
The answer is just, Nick, and I know your name very well. Good job, you do.
Thank you.
Yeah, the answer is I thought it was very embarrassing for the Democrats what happened the other night. And that's not said for any other reason other than it's obvious, it's fact. Even CNN fake news said that. They came out and they said it. And worse than CNN is MSDNC, which is the worst. And the good news is very few people watch them anymore. They have lost such credibility. And frankly, what Nicolle Wallace said, I've never been a fan of hers, and she's not very talented. But I'll tell you, what she said the other day about that young man is disgraceful. She should be forced to resign. And Rachel Maddow should be forced to resign. Nobody watches her anyway. I don't know if it's not possible they pay her as much money as I hear, but certainly she's lost all credibility, both of them. But what they said the other day, they should be forced to resign about that young person who is suffering greatly. Thank you, Nick.
Will you extend...
The other goof in the room is Peter Doocy, the Wonder Baby, Nepo baby, son of Steve Doocy, the star of Fox and Friends over at Fox News. So, one, this really does just lay bare, I really like your question. And the question, how out of touch do you think the Democrats are? Fantastic. We're actually getting hard-hitting questions. We're getting to the truth about what the agenda of the Trump administration is from the Breitbart reporter. Breitbart, an abject anti-Semitic rag, just a racist bullshit paper, new online outlet. Steve Bannon used to run that, to give you an idea of what they've got going on. I'm not sure what involvement he still has. But this is a problem. And not for YouTube reasons or progressive commentator reasons. This is a problem because the rule of law should be sacrosanct. It should be lauded and heralded. It is the thing that binds a nation as a nation. It gives the power to the people. That no one is above the law. Equal protection under the law. Ringing a bell, Donald Trump. Does the 14th Amendment mean nothing? Well, no, it doesn't mean anything to Donald Trump. He wants to do away with birthright citizenship with the stroke of a pen. He wants to do away with the constitutional amendment through executive action because he believes he is a king. He believes he is dictator on day one. His tweet when he said that he has every right to terminate all rules and regulations and articles up to and including the Constitution of the United States. And all of these people that continue to hold up this document and pretend to still abide by the oath, their solemn vow to protect and defend this Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic, it's all a show. You can't be loyal to the point of cult membership to Donald Trump, a man who wants to terminate the document that you swore an oath to protect and defend. It doesn't work that way. Anyway, all about the First Amendment, having these idiots in there as the press pool to ask questions like, what's wrong with Democrats? Is ridiculous. But then for him as president, in the Oval Office, he's not a private citizen. He's not me saying, Rachel Maddow should be fired. It's the government. He is the government. He doesn't represent the government. He is. The president of the United States is. Anyway, what do you think? I'd love to know. You can leave a comment below. You can also call the voicemail line, 714-576-4054. And of course, as always, you can email me daily at Dollemore.com. I do want to hear from you. Please consider supporting this work. You can become a channel member after you've subscribed, which is free. You can click the join button below, become a channel member for $1.99 a month, or you can go over to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. I am on the social media, and if you like a miserable time like I do, you can find me there. I'm everywhere except for Elon Musk's Nazified Twitter. I went private there, and I'm no longer using that. But everywhere else, at Dollemore. I'd love to see you. All right. Have a great weekend. I'll see you next time. Be genuine. Take care of one another.